Hello! Welcome to Seattle!
Made it to Seattle. It's wonderful, it's sunny. We heard that last weekend was not sunny, so we're very grateful to have some beautiful weather, but we're excited for PAX.
Our PAX vlog is an incredible tradition now.
Yes.
3 years in a row, we are back in Seattle. We're gonna have a great time. We got a big panel tomorrow. We're gonna crash the Nintendo booth, play some Zelda,
Yes.
and just see what's around. There's all sorts of amazing games here. It's gonna be a great time.
It's gonna be a great time. We are now on our way to get some lunch, and then we're gonna pick up our badge, and we're gonna have a nice little relaxing re-entry into Seattle.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get to see some of you guys too, so yeah. we're
Come
excited to
along
be
with
here.
us.
Let's go.
Pink gorilla.
Well, instead of looking creepily into the window, do you want to go in?
Yeah, Pink Gorilla is owned by Kelsey Lewin, who's somebody you might know. She's on a lot of Min-Max videos, but she's just like a retro game expert. I watch her videos all the time. So
Yeah.
I've actually never been in one of these stores, so this is cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hi.
Hi.
Good Steel Battalion right by the door. These people know what they're doing.
Oh. Oh, interesting.
You push that button when you need to eject,
I'm gonna push it right
and your
now
neck will explode.
and eject out of the situation.
Oh. Okay, I'm buying this. This is one of the Goemon games.
Oh, there you go.
So, I briefly studied Japanese when I was in high school. My Japanese teacher brought back this game for me one time that she went back to Japan. It's long gone. It's $5 though. I'm buying it.
You threw away a gift
I don't know what happened to it. It's gone. It's
from
just
your
gone.
wonderful Japanese
I didn't say
teacher?
that. What I said is it's gone.
You've been playing a lot of Bakero.
Yeah.
This is a
I love
good,
Goemon.
a good,
I need to pick that up. Yeah.
good little find for you.
Right. Now here's my chance to right another wrong.
I can't see what you're looking at. Here.
This is what became Elite Beat Agents. You
I love
no,
that.
Stop. Listen.
No.
Our coworker borrowed this from me and never brought it back. And I ain't getting that back.
That wasn't me though.
That wasn't you. It was somebody else.
It was another
So
person.
I think I might be getting that as well.
Okay. The Japanese version.
We're
of it.
settling all the hash today. Good or bad?
Apparently,
it's all getting settled
all
today.
your hash can be settled.
Unless it's the hash with you and I. That's going to take some more time to work through.
Apparently, all the hash can be settled at the Pink Gorilla, which is kind of interesting.
Now, what if they had another copy of Rhythm Heaven for the Game Boy Advance over there? How would you feel about me getting that?
Bad.
I'm going to go back and look.
They don't have it.
Bad.
They don't have it. They don't.
You don't know that.
You're a liar. They don't have
You
it.
don't know that.
I do know that. Oh, I worked on this game. Personal trainer cooking.
Congratulations. It's worth $4 now.
It was really
Your
weird.
life's work.
My life's work is $4.
Congratulations.
It's not here. There's no Rhythm Heaven. Ha ha! So, we have an update. We went to go pick up our badges. Yours truly got a badge. See? Special guest. Exciting stuff. Guess who did not get a badge?
Uh-oh.
This guy.
Look, I don't know what's going on. They didn't have my badge. Gave them my ID. Gave them old business card. Gave them everything. They're like, you ain't in here. I showed them this. It's just our picture on the official
their
PAX
schedule?
site of special guest speakers. They
Show
said-
them our confirmation
they
that said we're panelists.
They said go kick rocks. So, I don't know. I've emailed somebody. They've asked me to email, and maybe I'll hear back. Maybe I won't. Maybe Krysta's going to do this panel on her own.
Krista's not doing this
I think
panel,
she might.
panel on her own.
I'll be watching the live stream, cheering her on.
You'll be reacting to
But
my solo panel?
I can do a reaction, yes. I can do a reaction to your solo
no.
panel. Maybe this is the last PAX panel we ever do. I don't know. It depends on how this resolves itself. Or if it doesn't.
Drama.
Now, I had something more fun I wanted to talk about, which is my shoes.
Yes, your shoes are very cool. Let's see.
I've become a Crocs person. Look at these. Now,
You got these
when-
giblets.
when I was in Korea, I was like, everybody there is wearing Crocs. And I was like, well, this is actually kind of fun and cool. And I got these. And then it's like you get these little things. I guess they call them gibbets.
I keep calling them giblets.
It's fun to call them giblets.
Giblets.
And if you look closely, these are a little janky. Like, look at this Mario one.
Yeah.
Or look at this Mario one. Like, why is the raccoon Mario's ear bright yellow?
Yeah. These are like knockoffs.
The real giblets you can get, they're extremely expensive though. So I found something on Amazon that was like, get 20 for $5. So these are the ones I chose, but I've got like a plastic bag with, 40 to 50 others. So
40 to 50?
If you're ever interested in getting into the Crocs game.
My mom wears Crocs. You want to give her some?
Sure.
Really?
I got to offload these giblets. So
She gave you some vegetables. Maybe you can give her some giblets.
Great.
That sounds like a very sporting thing to do.
That's one positive of what's going on today. Is I'm making my way through the streets of Seattle looking good in these Crocs and giblets.
That's
okay?
right.
Yeah.
So we are here enjoying a lovely cup of coffee. Look at this. Very nice. Awaiting the big decision.
And I'm just staring off angrily into the distance.
About Kit's future and mine. If the panel is canceled tomorrow, you will know why. See you later. Here comes Kit. He looks happy.
Might need to overhaul this whole thing.
Show me the badge first. Let me just confirm.
Got it. Looks authentic and real.
It's not a bootleg
He scanned it?
badge.
No. I don't know what the issue was. I'm not sure they do either. At the end, some guy came over and was like, I'm going to scan this.
So, while you were there, I was still messaging Leah on Discord. She responded to me.
Oh.
She said that what she said was another Ellis, an imposter Ellis, was confused for you. So there is a bootleg Kit Ellis out there somewhere, or someone's trying to
Is it Professor
fraud.
Turo?
Some sort of fraud.
Kit fraud, that's new.
Kit fraud, not me fraud. Kit fraud.
Well, I mean, is it going to be me in the panel tomorrow, or is it going to be fake? Or is it going to be fake Kit?
It's going to be fake Kit.
You're not going to find out until it's too late.
It's Shadow Kit.
I'm going to pull the bag and put it over my head.
Oh, no.
You're going to have a smile on your face for the rest of your life.
I hate
But it won't be much longer.
Look at that. We have badges. We're not losers.
No.
Okay, we're doing a xiaolongbao, which is pork dumpling picking up contest.
Intact. It's hot. I don't care.
Technique, just eat it whole. Okay, that's interesting.
Yum.
Yum. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. And go this is the one I choose. Intact. Woo! Should I eat it whole? I'm just scared.
It's not that hot. Oh, come on. Day two starts now. We are in the building after another series of line after line after line. Not as bad as last year.
Yeah.
Our panel's in a few hours. It's kind of early. So our goal right now is to storm the Nintendo booth.
Yeah, exactly.
Get some hands-on with Zelda.
About 10 o'clock right now. The show floor has just opened.
Maybe see some people. We've already seen some luminaries of the industry around.
Yeah.
We saw Katie, my Sonic the Hedgehog friend from Sega, not yours.
She said, I'm Kit's favorite person. And I was like, I think you are, actually.
And we saw Mr. Iguchi from Nintendo, who was off in the distance. We didn't get a chance to say hello, but he's, a huge developer there.
Yeah.
Wonder what he's doing here.
I don't know.
So,
he's working on Animal Crossing stuff. Is that something that's happening?
We are just about to get into the hall.
Yeah.
So, next stop, Nintendo.
Let's go. doing this? Why do I keep putting myself through this? I don't know.
We're about 5 minutes from going into the room, and you seem to be having some sort of a mental breakdown. Tell us what's happening in your mind right now.
Why do we keep doing this again? Remind me.
Because it's fun.
It isn't fun.
It's not?
It's scary.
Hello? Well, what's so scary about it?
It's scary.
It'll be over in about an hour, if that makes you feel any better.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You boldly proclaimed that you were over getting scared about panels.
I was
So
wrong.
maybe this is some comeuppance for you.
I was wrong.
You see?
I was
Well,
so
good thing I'm
wrong.
here to carry the day. 'Cause you just become a blubbering mess.
I'm scared.
Look, on the way here, we saw all sorts of people who said, I'm going to your panel. Some very nice people, like our very own Aaron Burgundy, who made plans because we called him out on a podcast to come with his whole family. That's great. You just gave some advice to an aspiring YouTuber. So I don't really see what the issue is here. I think I'm beyond having sympathy for this. You have problems.
Maybe next year you do by yourself. And I'll...
Well, if our little
sit-
badge
sit
snafu
in the
hadn't
back.
resolved itself, it would have been different. All right, well, we'll give you some space and a chance to decompress. But look, it's just around there. Look, people are starting to come. There's plenty of time. The room's a nice size. I think it'll be, plenty full. So I think it's going to be great. Here we go.
I'm
Just
starting.
finished. It went great. You're packing up, and I saw this. Review the panel you just watched by filling out a survey. I'm going to cook these books by giving myself a thumbs up.
Perfect score, 10 out of 10.
Which days did you do? Friday. Next. Choose the panel. Okay. Kit and Krysta live. Next.
Oh,
Rate the overall content. Excellent. I did it.
you did
I
it.
guess we'll be back.
All right, we wrapped up the panel. It went great. It was so fun to see everybody.
You got over it.
I got over it as usual. The cycle continues once more.
It has been such a go day. I think we're both kind of tired.
I'm tired, honestly.
And it's getting into the afternoon, but we have one more thing that we're going to do today, which is this cool event called The Mix.
Yeah.
Which is this indie showcase. It's outside of PAX, but
Right.
they always do one associated with PAX.
But it's
so
like a cool downtown Seattle
Yeah.
location. And yeah, it seems like it's going to be really fun.
so we're going to check that out,
yeah.
see some cool games, and that'll be the last thing we're doing today.
Yes.
That's a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Jeez.
A lot of stuff has happened.
All right, well, here we go. All right,
Day 2?
Saturday. It's our last day.
Okay.
We're only here for a couple days.
It felt like it's been 10 days.
Yesterday was a really long day.
Yeah.
I think we're still both a little bit tired,
Very
but
tired.
we have some very clear things we want to see.
Yes.
Astrobot is here. We want to check that out.
Yes.
And then the Capcom booth was right next to the Nintendo booth
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah,
It looked
look
really
at
cool.
that.
So I didn't have a chance to see that. That's high on the list.
Right. Got some more indie games, maybe?
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
That's kind of the to-do list for today, but we're going to start with either Capcom or Astrobot, whichever one we can get into first.
Yes, let's go! Okay, so we are taking a little breather.
Sitting down. It's a fun
We're
thing to do when you're on your feet all day
a
long.
little tired from all of the running around that we did yesterday, but we did get to see a lot of really cool stuff, and we want to sit down and talk to you guys about it a little bit. We saw Echoes of Wisdom.
Yes.
We saw Mario Party Jamboree.
Correct.
And we also got a chance to play Astrobot, which was a fun surprise.
I didn't even actually know that game was here, so that was a fun surprise.
It was a fun surprise.
Let's just go one by one through each of those.
Yeah.
Zelda, that was the first game we played at the
Right.
show. They had a 15-minute demo
Yes.
that we kind of tag teamed. You played the first half, I kind of played the second half.
Right.
Seemed to be starting you from basically the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it seemed like it was very early, whether it's the very, very beginning or very close to the beginning. Definitely was kind of still teaching you the basics, which was good. Yeah, right away you're getting a chance to understand how to create an echo, how to use that, and puzzle solving. It was kind of a shocker of a beginning, honestly, because Zelda starts in jail.
She's in jail.
And I was like, oh, she's Zelda. How could she possibly be in jail?
That could be your future.
I'm in jail?
If you keep this nonsense up.
I need to conjure up an old bed to
You
get
might.
out of jail?
You might.
Great.
Yes.
So, yeah, you kind of start there, and it's a bit of like a escape the jail kind of scenario. And it has a little bit of that, like, sneaking around. You can't be spotted. If you get spotted, you get thrown back into the section.
There was some stealth needed in the
Yes.
early sections, which some people may not love.
It's different.
But you do get a taste of like the different ways that you can solve some of these puzzles. So like one thing you could do was conjure a big pot, and you could either just throw the pot at the enemy,
distraction.
or you could like Metal Gear style go into the
in the
pot
pot,
and kind of bounce around, hide, wait for him to turn around, keep going. So that was a good just kind of first crash course of like, all right, there are different ways you can do this.
Right. And you get to create a couple of different echoes throughout that little section. One thing that I was kind of struggling with in the beginning is, again, like one thing that I was a little bit concerned about already was all the different menus, selecting the different echoes, especially when you are in a section where it requires you to change around a lot. Like I failed at one point because I couldn't select the echo fast enough, and I got thrown back in jail. So there's also like some nuances in how you place an echo. Like sometimes you stack them on top of each other, or you're like sort of lining up like a row of echoes, and that was something that I was getting used to, and I think I will have to continue to get used to that when I finally play the game for myself. But that was one early thing, kind of controlling the mechanics of it, that I did struggle with a little tiny bit.
The game has a learning curve.
We
should be clear about that because it plays unlike any other Zelda game.
Right.
I can't think of many other games that just play like that, period.
Yeah.
So it's going to take you a little while to get acclimated to what you're doing.
Yeah.
And just kind of how it wants you to do it. Like there are, like Tears of the Kingdom, a lot of menus, a lot of nested menus, scrolling through a menu.
Through stuff.
We'll see, once you start to rack up those echoes, does that become tedious? Does that become annoying? We didn't play really enough to say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So after I kind of got through the jail escape part, you got a fun surprise, and you saw Impa.
Yeah.
And then you got some additional like items and stuff like that Zelda was like putting a disguise
I got
on,
the tunic,
hood.
right?
Yeah.
And then you get this sort of like spin move.
Right.
I got that right near the end of the demo, and we saw now like you can basically use a sword in small bursts. This seems like another sort of all-purpose move that you get where they're saying, well, you can use it to cut down grass, or move a little bit faster, or evade enemies. I didn't get to try like, can you damage enemies by doing this? I don't know yet.
Right.
But that was right around where
Timer.
the timer went off,
Yeah.
and we had to stop playing.
Right. All in all, though, I thought it was really, really fun. The gameplay is super interesting. I think it's going to be a really awesome game. I think we're both gonna love it, obviously. But yeah, a little bit of a learning curve in the beginning. Definitely feels different than any Zelda game I've ever played. But I'm really I came away really excited about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's super cute, and yeah, I can't wait to get it. It's coming out really soon, so that's good.
Yes. The next after that was Mario Party Jamboree,
Yes.
which had a surprisingly long demo. I think
It
we played
did.
that for like
20 minutes
20,
or
25
so.
minutes.
Yeah.
We were in a group of 4, so with 2 other people that we didn't know. And we were kind of going through like the mini game quick play. I think it was the daily challenges,
Right.
which seems like a cool mode where every day they'll handpick, you know, some number of mini games for you to compete in.
Yeah.
And I think they were saying this is a mode that you can do online, which is cool.
Yeah.
You know, I think we both realized like the mini game part of Mario Party.
It's fun.
It's cool. It's fun.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, in a true multiplayer setting.
Right.
It is a lot of fun. We didn't get to try any of the actual board game stuff.
Yeah, but
which
that's
is,
the areas of the game that we find to be a little slow, a little
it can get
kinda
tedious.
too long.
Right.
Yeah.
So this was a good kind of taste for us.
Yeah.
I use the word taste because the first thing we did was several food-based mini games.
They knew what they were doing because the food in Mario Party games always look so good. We often talk about and get hungry over the cube of meat
Yeah.
that you have to
There was
cook.
more meat.
There was more meat. We did a game where you had to like cut the meat into equal portions.
Yeah,
and it
cut a
looked so
steak
good.
in half like perfectly.
Yeah, there's cookie baking.
Yeah, there was something where there were sandwiches
Sandwiches.
falling out of the sky
Yeah,
that you
but I
had to
loved.
dodge.
I kind of love that it was food based.
But it all looked very
looked
tasty
really
and like
good.
surprisingly realistic.
I know. I want to
Yeah.
eat the food.
Yeah.
And then the second batch of mini games we played, they said that it was supposed to be more like strategic. How strategic can you get playing Mario Party
What is
mini
this?
games?
XCOM? What is this? Fire
What
Emblem?
are we playing like Fire Emblem
Yeah.
right now? So some of the games were like a little bit like they're trying to be strategic for kind of the wrong reasons. Like there was one that was just like all
The first
convoluted.
one we did was too complicated. It was
Yeah.
like it involved like spinning
A
a thing
wheel.
to see
Yeah.
who could get the most coins out of the number of rotations. It took
Right.
us a few rounds to even understand what was happening.
I never got it.
I didn't
you
li-
figured it out.
I didn't like
at
that
the
one.
End,
In
and
the
we
end,
won.
yeah, in the end, I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
I liked the one after that where you were on the lava and you kind of had to Tetris yourself
Yeah.
a platform to get
Right.
across.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Right.
But yeah, I can see that like being like we're gonna try to have these like challenging strategic mini games. Like
Right.
let's be real, you're Mario Party.
And then there was one more
Let's
where
do
you
that.
were a giant bullet bill.
I like that.
I'm not sure what the strategy
The
was with
strategy
that.
was that I won.
Don't get hit with the giant bullet bill.
Yeah, it's just impossible.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
basically unevenly matched.
Right.
But yeah.
But they revealed Pauline as a character.
Right.
You were playing as Ninji,
I
who
was.
is a newer character
Mhm.
from Mario Party. So,
yeah.
um,
There's gonna be like over 140
Yeah, I mean,
minutes, something crazy.
I'm
number of
excited
games.
for honestly all of the kind of non-board game stuff.
Yeah.
It
I'm
seems like
excited.
seems like they're taking the online really seriously. The last Mario Party game had like surprisingly good online play.
That's what I was gonna say. Like the 20-player online.
Yeah,
for the,
that sounds great.
For our One Up Club meetups and for the community, that's gonna be really fun.
Totally,
So I think
totally.
that's gonna be the part of the game I'm gonna enjoy.
Yeah,
the
so that's
most.
great. And then Astrobot, they had kind of outside of the main show floor, and we were able to check it out. They have a very short demo, though. I think we were able to play it for like
4 minutes total.
4 minutes.
2 minutes each.
right.
And we weren't even allowed to film it.
They had a weird thing. They were like, it's going to be an issue with PAX if we let people film this footage. I'm like, what are you talking about?
This is a games convention.
I'm not sure I understand what's happening right
That's
now.
weird.
But okay. So even though we only played it for such a short period of time, like it did leave a big impression
yeah, I
in
mean,
that short time.
Right away. Oh, the one thing we should say is we did see the cool Astrobot controller.
Yes, that's
up.
very nice.
And the one thing that you like right away feel is like how integrated the controller is to the gameplay as usual.
Yeah.
The game is so bright and so colorful. It totally reminded us of Mario Galaxy.
Yes. It definitely feels a lot like Mario
Yeah,
Galaxy. And like
yeah.
even in playing it for, like 5 minutes, like there were just so many new ideas that they were
Yes.
just kept throwing at you in this one level.
Yeah.
We were in just one level. I think we played some really good games. I came away feeling good about all of those
Yeah.
games. And they're all coming up pretty soon, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, that's a wrap on PAX.
Wow, what a packed few days we've had. But it was really fun.
Yeah, I think it was one of the more busy shows, but also one of the best.
Yes.
I think we saw a lot of great stuff.
We did.
Feeling great about the games that are coming up soon. Can't wait to play. That's always like how I judge these shows. Is like, am I excited to go home
And play more
and
video
play some games?
Yeah.
And I definitely am. And we got to reconnect with all sorts of great people. So I want to say this was a
Yeah.
big
A+.
success.
A+
Yes.
all around. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up here. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.